So a few weeks ago, we did a Cyndi Lauper song. When I was up in New Hampshire, I actually spent quite a while writing it out. It was a lot more involved than I thought it would be. A lot more, I guess, complex with all the little parts. But anyway, so it was a fun song, True Colors. And then I was thinking about it, and I thought, I think I heard in a commercial, maybe on TV or something, Time After Time, also by Cyndi Lauper. And I thought to myself, that's a good song, another good song. So I figured I would figure this one out. And it was less involved than True Colors. But there's still a bunch of different parts, and there's some single note things that are kind of nice, and a lot of just kind of basic chords, or basic chords that I kind of rearranged a little bit because, like say, there's a part where like D minor to C, okay, and I didn't want it to go, you know, dun, dun, up to C, so you can hear that A string for the D minor, and then that C up there makes it sound like the chord kind of goes up. I came up with something slightly different where I wanted it to go like down. So I did the D minor up here. But anyway, we'll get to all that. So Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. It's the second single off of her debut album. She's So Unusual is the name of the album. And she was an unusual character. Still is. But anyway, so True Colors wasn't a song that she wrote, although she is a very good songwriter. This she did write. She co-wrote it with the keyboardist in her band, Rob Hyman, I believe was his name, something like that. But anyway, so let's go through this, and the single note things, of course, single note things. And then the parts with his chords, you can just listen to the song and kind of add in whatever. So, you know, if there's a part where it's like G, 2, 3, 4, and then like A minor 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, for 4 beats, you can throw in like strumming or whatever you feel is appropriate for different parts of the song. Whatever. Again, this is kind of just my interpretation of a song that exists with no ukulele in it. So I'm just kind of making up parts and things like that. Obviously, the limitations of ukulele doesn't allow us to use all the notes in all the correct places, low and high octave stuff that the original song has. But anyway, so the intro. So it's F, and I'm going to play it 5, 5, 3, and I'm not playing the G at all. So then it goes up to the G chord, and then E minor, and then F. Okay, so of course all tabbed out underneath. But so it's pretty much the same picking pattern, and like the last one, I'm using my thumb, like the last Cyndi Lauper song, where we were using thumb and 2 fingers. So I'm using my thumb on the C string, my first finger on the E string and my second finger, middle finger, on the A string. So 5, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 3, and it's written out underneath. And then E minor. Okay, pretty simple. So that's the intro, and it does that twice. Okay, then it goes to the first verse. And most of the timing for this is going to be, I'm going to write it in as 1.5 beats and then 2.5 beats. So, of course, 1.5, 1.5, and 2.5, 2.5 add up to 4 beats. So, the first verse, the first bit is D minor to C. So it's 1.5 beats on the D minor and 2.5 beats on the C. So we end up with, if we count it like we should, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1 and 2 is 3 halves of a beat, so that comes out to be 1.5 beats. And then so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and is 5 halves of a beat. That comes out to be 2.5 beats. Okay, but if you just listen to the song, it's pretty simple. So I'm not counting, I'm just going, I'm tapping my foot that you can't see, but I'm just going with how the song sounds in my head. Okay, pretty simple. So it does that 3 times, then the next time, which would be kind of like the 4th time, it's D minor to C also. But now I'm doing D minor, 7, 5, 5, 5, up to a C up here. So now I'm playing the open G, 7th fret on the C string, 8th fret on the E string, and 7th fret on the A string. So D minor, C. Because there I wanted it to go up. So it goes down, so there it goes up to the C. And another thing to pay attention to is the way that I've typed it all out, the way that it's going to be all typed out for you is the D minor and C with 2 lines on either side and the 2 asterisks, which are dots. That is then repeated 3 times, and it says 3x at the top. Then, after that, D minor and C written with 2 lines and 2 dots. Then if you look at it, that last 2 lines and 2 dots, the first verse, that first line there, there's no beginning 2 lines and 2 dots, okay, because the 2 lines and then the 2 dots have to be kind of facing each other, and that means that you repeat what's in the middle. It doesn't have that. So what that means is you play the beginning and then repeat it 3 times like it says, and then go to the end. Then that repeat means you go back to the first beginning repeat again, and then play that 3 times, and then that last bit where the C goes up in pitch. Okay, so the first verse would be then it repeats the whole thing. Okay, then it goes to the next part. So the next part is now F, G, E minor, F, F, G, E minor. So That's how I wanted to do it. So the F, just playing the regular open F type, you know, that you should already have memorized by now. Okay, then the G, I'm only playing those 3 strings. Okay? I'm not playing the low, not the low, the G, the last string. Okay, so F, G, then E minor, again just these 3 strings, not the G, and now the F, 5 5 3, not the G, 5 5 3, because again I want it to go F, then the G is a little bit higher sounding, then the E minor is higher sounding, and then that final F is higher sounding. Okay, that's how I wanted it to sound. So and then, kind of weirdly, it goes right into the next verse. Okay? So, if we look at it, the F, G, E minor, F is the 1 1/2, 2 1/2, which adds up to 4. 1 1/2, 2 1/2, which adds up to 4. Okay? Then, the next bit, the F, G, E minor, ends up just typing a note for myself so that I don't forget to put this into the typed out stuff. All adds up to 2 more measures again, because the E minor hangs on for a while. Okay, then the next part, the F, G, E minor, F, again 1 1/2 and 2 1/2 beats, you know, the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, then it goes, and instead of going another 4 beats, another measure, it goes right into the second verse. So it ends up feeling like there's a measure missing. Okay, because kind of there is. And I say kind of because, you know, you write a song and if you put in 7 measures instead of 8, it's 7 measures. But you would expect there to be 8. Okay, and there's only 7. So just kind of be aware of that. Okay. Then the second verse is the same as the first verse, but it has a shortened ending. It doesn't do those 2 little extra chords at the end. And you'll see when you try to actually play it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It comes out. It just doesn't have those 2 extra chords where it has sort of that, feels like there's a measure missing. Now it actually does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 measures instead of the 7 that the previous verse had, right? Something like that. If I'm counting it right. Okay, but again, play through it, you won't have any problem. So it's, again, and then repeats that. Then and that's where it goes right into the chorus. Okay, and so far the little intro and the verses and the counting and all of that has been kind of seems to be a little confusing. The chorus is now really quite simple. So G is 4 beats, A minor 7, I'm just going to play all open strings, is 4 beats, F add 9, I'm playing 0 on the G, 0 on the C, 1 first fret on the E string, and 0 on the A string. So that's F add 9 for 2 beats, G for 2 beats, and then C for 4 beats. So it ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So pretty simple, 8 measures long. Okay, easy, 4, 4, then 2 and 2, and then 4. And those are the 4, did I say 8 measures? 4 measures long. Yes, 4 measures long. Those are the 4 measures, and you play it 4 times. Okay, and that's the chorus. Then we have a little interlude bit that's slightly different. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and yeah. I had to think of how it went. So it actually starts on the and after 1. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah, that's what it is. It's all written out with the counting, but it's kind of hard to. I can just play it from just hearing it. To like actually now have to sit down and count it out and everything, it's making my brain have to actually think about things, which sometimes is dangerous. So. And then it repeats again with a slightly different ending. So. So, pretty easy, right? Something like that. So there we are. And then we're at the 3rd verse. So, just so that the video camera doesn't shut down and lose some of my amazing words of ukulele knowledge, I'm going to shut it down. I'll be right back. All right. The 3rd verse is same as the 2nd verse. Exactly the same. Easy. And then it goes right into the chorus. And this time the chorus is only twice. Okay. And just like the previous chorus, all that. Then we have a little instrumental section. So. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Okay, and you can kind of play around with that a little bit, you know, the strumming of the C at the end and everything. But it's really simple. It's just a G, 2, 3, 2, 0. So I just went from the C string, 2nd fret, E string, 3rd fret, A string, 2nd fret, open, and then 3rd fret on the E string, the note G. And then open for the A minor 7, 3rd fret on the E string, and then open E string again. Then 0, 1, 3 on the same 3 strings that we've been playing for this little instrumental set. G, 2, 3, 2, and then C. Okay, then the 4th verse is just half of a verse, and it's just, well, maybe not half of a verse. sort of the last end of a verse. It's the that part, and then right into the chorus. And in this case, it's exactly, in this case, well, it's the exact same chorus thing that we've done already. Every chorus is the same, just different number of times that it's played. The first time it's 4 times, the second time the chorus pops up, you play it twice. Then this, again, it's back to 4. So 4 times for the chorus. 1, 2, 4 times. Then the outro is just the last 2 measures of the chorus, the time after time part that she's singing. F add 9, G, and C. F add 9 for 2 beats, G for 2 beats, and C for 4 beats. And it just repeats that. And it fades out on that. And that's pretty much the song. So, there we are. Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. Awesome tune. It's very cool. And that's about it. So, practice, practice, practice.